Hello, everybody. Welcome to this official Undead Lab stream. I'm your host, Joe Swarner, and today we're talking about some of your submissions for the hashtag Toward Brighter Days promotional event that ends tonight at 12 a.m. Pacific. We are also going to be talking mostly about strategy for Camp Kelenqua, and hoping that this will be the first in a series devoted to reviews of each base, its intended functions, and also a little bit about how players are actually using it. But that's enough silly chatter for me. Let's introduce the rest of the gang. First, keeping us all sane and moving toward our next birthdays, Mr. Brant Fitzgerald. And for everybody out there who didn't know, yesterday was his birthday. So, Mr. Brant Fitzgerald, happy birthday. It's a little late.
Thank you. Hello, everybody, and thanks for letting me play with you today. I got out of work to do this.
Well, this is work, right?
Oh, dang it.
And along with Brant, we are haunted by a presence I've not felt since.
Hello, Joe. Yeah, no, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend watching streams without my face in them. But yeah, this is Geoffrey Card. So I'm going to be here mostly to funnel questions in from the chat and to remind Joe when it's time to remind you about contest entry opportunities. Because if you hit ! Enter at any point up until about the last 10 minutes of this stream, you're going to potentially win some prizes. Is that right, Joe?
That is correct. So Geoffrey or Geoffrey's disembodied voice will be reminding us about entries into the giveaway. Just one winner near the end of the stream. You have to type ! Enter into the chat. And we will also be taking a look at some of the submissions from social media that we've been getting. Some really great pictures of people who bought the NAACP shirt and are showing it off. And today is the final day for its availability. So we'll have a link on stream. And both reminders should be about every 8 minutes or so.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Brant, Robin Barabino wishes you a happy 24th birthday.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
24.
I'm more than double that, sadly.
28 times over. You've been 24 for 28 years.
Yes.
All right. So everybody, all right. So today we're mostly hanging out at Camp Kelenqua. We're mostly hanging out at Camp Kelenqua, and for added effect, we, or at least I, will be using the Clio sharpshooter as my only ranged weapon today, just to kind of show off a little bit of like how you can use noise to your advantage here even in the lethal zone. So Brant, it's always true, but when I say it's time to run, it's time to run. All right.
I've played with you enough to know that.
Right. So it is a little bit heavy, but it packs a very important punch that I expect to have a pretty big effect on our game. All right. So let's go to the game without too much more detail. Here's our Clio sharpshooter. We're also
Joe, rifle. You need to tell people how to get it.
Oh, so you play Daybreak until you've got enough points. You go into the radio menu, you open Daybreak, you call in the Prestige Trader. So let's go ahead and do that anyway. And then we'll go and we'll talk about Clio here in a second. Brant, are we using the favorite car?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
This is my most favorite car.
All right, where are we going? We're going to the Prestige Trader, who is right there.
We've got a comment from somebody in the chat. KC is recommending that we allow players to choose their map after they go through the tutorial. And there's a reason that we didn't actually do that. Originally, the first version of the game did let you choose your map after the tutorial. The reason we changed it was because we wanted to give players a better tutorial experience as they're arriving in their new map. And the best way to do that was to actually craft a map around the tutorial experience that we wanted. And so because we were doing that, we needed to do it only in the new map. And that's why you can't choose maps anymore after the tutorial. You have to go to the map where we're actually able to teach you how to play the game better than we used to. But you can, if you know how to change maps, you can actually do it fairly early.
Oh. I gotta remember I don't have gunslinging on this character. Okay, now it's time to run, Brant. It's probably past time to run.
Oh boy, is it ever!
Yep. So we come up the hill. We hop the fence. Oh, you jumped in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you call in the trader, and then you can get all kinds of stuff here. Although I have too much stuff in my inventory, so thank you for bringing the car. All right, we got a juggernaut coming up the hill.
Where's the airstrike?
What airstrike?
Ouch. This is a problem with playing with no sound. I get jumped all the time.
Fire in the hole! No more of that.
Down yet? Oh,
I'm trying to clear the ones behind you.
we're
Oh,
making
man.
a lot of noise. All right, kill the juggernaut. Will this come to PlayStation? Not likely. But
No.
keep asking. The question, the answer might change sometime. Oh,
Cloud stinks.
no screaming, thank you.
You got to bear in mind that we are a Microsoft first-party studio now, and so part of our job is specifically to create content that is exclusive to Microsoft platforms. It would be really, really kind of a challenge to get us to do anything different.
All right, so you can go in here once it's unlocked. Once it's unlocked in your from Daybreak, you can come in here and you can buy another copy by calling in this trader. There's some cool things that we've changed recently, like the Clio accelerator and the Clio tumbler that you can pick up. I like using these single shots because it doesn't use up too much time. But I'm gonna need more ammo. That's pretty clear by now.
Hey Joe,
All
my
right.
phone just reminded me that we should tell people that if they've come in recently, they should hit exclamation point enter to enter our drawing.
They should do what, Geoffrey?
They should
sorry.
hit exclamation point enter. I believe you've got a screen to help them remember how to do that.
Oh, right, like this one.
Ah, there you go.
Okay. So we're giving away a Heartland lanyard, pin, and some stickers at the end of the show. Make sure you put exclamation point enter into chat to get in there. And remember that we also have a shirt that's benefiting the NAACP that's available until 12 a.m. Pacific time today. It's your last chance if you're going to buy one to get this this pretty short term or this short term available. There's a bloater coming in. Short term available. So we've also got a couple of people up here, Maori and CCG Blackwell. Thank you for the submissions. We're so glad that you have bought the shirt. Thank you for your support of hashtag Toward Brighter Days. It means a lot to us, and it means a lot to the NAACP as well. All right, so there's the reminder. Did we do it? Okay. So that's how you get the Clio weapons. All right, now let's do a little bit of talking about the base itself. So in Camp Kelenqua, I've got a sheriff leader in my community, and so I used that to build my field hospital. Now, the reason I did that is because I sometimes have a difficult time creating morale, but every sheriff in your community gets a plus 25 morale bonus if you've completed the leader building of their type. So Spackler, Connolly, and Rio, all of whom are sheriffs, even though only one of them is the leader, all get plus 25 morale, which helps out all over the place. And then, of course, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a feast. We'll talk about that here in a second. It only has one small outdoor slot, which I use for a watchtower. Now you can use sort of like the regular watchtowers, but I like to use the Red Talon watchtower, which, by the way, we're here. Well, guess what? And I don't need to buy. I'm not going to buy a new one, but this is also how you buy this is how you get the Red Talon watchtower. Is you come in here and there are all of the little things you buy using those facilities. So here's the watchtower. Here's the workshop. It's all kind of cool.
Now, the very first time you've unlocked Daybreak, that stuff is not going to be available, right? You have to actually play a bunch of Daybreak to unlock those prizes.
You do, and I think that at last calculation, even with the changes, I think 37 straight victories, full victories, will unlock everything. So I mean, you don't have to play it forever. And with the changes to uh, how much
Prestige you earn?
prestige you can earn and also retain in your up
Mhm.
here, so that, like, you're in the 99,999 area. Yeah. All right. So where are we going? So the strategy here mostly is about getting your community to 0 here in the resource screen. Now, I'm eating like 9 a day. That's not good. So my rationing has worn off. Now, a lot of people here, they might grow some food. If you've got a trader leader, that would help. However, yeah, 7 wave victories in a row would unlock everything for you, Skate Chongo.
And with some of the recent changes too, you don't even have to win that many times anymore. Even if you're falling just short of winning again and again and again, you'll still unlock most of this stuff.
Yep. And so I like to use rationing to keep my community quote unquote fed. And what this does is it reduces 50% consumed overall. But then I also have Spackler over here, my wonderful guy who has a meal plan, so minus 25% food consumed overall. So between those two things, that pretty much means that I am at max. I will only consume 1/4 of the food that is required for all of these people, which you can see I've got 11 right now.
Now, rationing costs morale, right? But you're kind of counterbalancing that by the fact you've got so many sheriffs in your community that are all bumping up their morale.
I'm actually countering that in a couple of ways. So
Oh.
first and foremost, what I'm doing is I've got somebody who's a nutritionist, which is Rio, wherever she is. She's on the other side. She's always on the far side away from Al. So she's got nutrition, and when you get to here, it gives you knowledge of cooking and knowledge of nutrition. It gives you +10 max health, +10 max stamina, right? Where's Bates? Where are you, Bates? All right, and then I've also got somebody who does cuisine, and that doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but it gives you +10% influence gained, which can make all of the difference. But what it does do inside the kitchen here is you'll notice it gives you +30 max stamina because I have the knowledge of nutrition. I have the knowledge of cuisine, which makes it a +15 morale bonus. And then over here, it's a -15 morale bonus for enacting rationing. So because I have cuisine and I keep the feast rolling as often as I enact rationing, it basically counteracts inside the kitchen itself. It counteracts anything that might be causing that problem.
Speaking of morale, Fall Down Go Boom was wondering, is that +25 thing that the sheriffs are getting? He wants to know, is that a new thing, or is that always been there and he just hasn't noticed it?
It's always been there. To my
We might have
knowledge.
found the one part of the game that Fall Down Go Boom did not know about until this moment.
Well, and Fall Down does a lot of speedruns. Like
Yeah, he doesn't play long enough to get into the bases.
But by the way, while I've got the floor, I should say, MRD Gaming, happy birthday to you. That's turning 44 on Wednesday. So since we're all wishing happy birthday to Brant, we should also wish MRD Gaming happy birthday.
Now, with a sheriff leader, this also means that I can build a shooting range too. And since I've got 2 new recruits, or 2 recent recruits, that I'm trying to figure out which one of the 2 I want to keep long term, I'm going to be training them up in wits and shooting. Will be huge for having a level 2 shooting range. Plus, that gives me overall it gives me +20 max stamina. So I've got a lot of stamina in this community. Now you'll take a look at the outposts over here. I don't grow any farms. This is the big thing here. I use 3 food outposts, so I'm only producing +6 food a day. But between rationing, I'm at +1.6 per day, right? So because of the fact that I don't hardly eat anything in my community because of rationing, I am in the positive. Now I used to have a lichenologist, but I let her die apparently because I wanted to do some other things in this community. So I had to take a couple of med outposts to offset the cost of the field hospital. I had to claim an ammo outpost to offset the cost of the Red Talon Watchtower that I really like. And then I am absolutely swimming in materials because I just moved here. I moved back here from the lumber mill in Providence Ridge. And with having 5 large slots, you get a lot of upgrades, and it means that you have a lot of materials left over. So I'm doing everything that I can if I can remember where I put it. All right, yeah. So,
Hey, Joe, my phone just
those
reminded us it's time to do another reminder about the contest and everything else is going on.
excellent. Okay, so we'll do a couple of missions after this, but here we go. Second reminder. Okay, so type !enter into chat to have a chance to win a Heartland lanyard, pin, and some stickers at the end of the show. Remember that the shirt benefiting the NAACP is available until 12 a.m. Pacific time tonight. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity. $5 per T-shirt. Everything that wasn't just us recouping our costs goes directly to the NAACP to help out with their current campaign. So please do as these people from the social medias have done. Purchase the shirt, and then help us support something that matters to us. All right.
And I should interject real quick, by the way, that Adam Survive has been asking whether or not we're going to address the fact that when you set the game to have no HUD, there's certain text things that still pop up. We do have that on a list of things that we want to look at in the future. I can't guarantee you exactly when we would fix it because we got a bunch of other competing priorities, but we are aware of it, and it's on a list somewhere. So just wanted him to know the answer to that.
All right, Brant, we're about to move. I should probably turn on some headlights so that I can see where I'm going.
By the way, we had a comment about Camp Kelenqua very early on in the stream, where Something Biscuit said that Camp Kelenqua was great once they increased the safe zone. So I don't know if you remember back when the game first shipped, Camp Kelenqua was basically full of zombies at all times because the safe zone was smaller than the base.
Well, and even now, like, there are spawn points in lethal zones. There are spawn points that are pretty close to the camp, and that's one of the reasons why part of our title here.
Oh boy.
This is not the community where I can run over a blood plague floater and just shrug it off. Okay, so gotta be careful. Brant, there's a repair kit in the trunk if you want to use it, and then there's repair kits in every trunk there if you want to grab it. So the other thing, one of the other things, let's take a look at the map here. So there are some spawn points that are up here in this line of trees, and so I took this food outpost to try to help make a safe zone. There's also going to be some spawns here along the roadway, and anytime you make noise, they're either going to get closer or farther from base. So every time that I fire a loud gun, I've probably got that feral running in. I'd probably have this screamer coming in, and that horde. So I have to be careful where I make the noises. But, oops, sorry. I've been playing a lot of a different game, and so my controls, I'm more in line with that control scheme at the moment. All right, so plague sampler. We need to take some plague samples. It's usually 3. But my memory may not be serving me as well as I hoped, so we'll take 5, just in case. I think at one point it used to be 5, but I'm pretty sure that pretty sure. Also, one of the things that I found out is when you have a mission that you actually want to complete, pinning it like this means that the timer stops. So for those of you out there who sometimes find that your missions are running out of time.
Dr. Death 1914 had a suggestion. He says that we need to have a Red Talon medical facility. Yeah, that's called walking it off. A Red Talon. They expect a little bit more out of their people, I think, than a typical community.
All right. So,
where are we going?
We're going to the mission. We're going to go do the mission.
Whoop. Whoop. We also
right.
have a question from PJ Damage 1963, wanting to know if the Juggernaut Edition is an online-only game. I don't. It's definitely not online only. I mean, I think that if you buy it online, obviously you have to be connected to the internet to prove that you own it. But
on PC, we do some checks against the Microsoft Store or against Steam, and so those you generally have to be. Those checks might sometimes have to be online unless you've already set up your settings in such a way that like it can do it itself.
Yeah, but as far as the idea of like, you only play it in multiplayer or something like that, that's not the case. You can totally play this in single player on your own, never see another human being, and it's fine. So the zombie apocalypse is all about.
All right, we're gonna finish this mission, and then I also forgot the subtitle. I forgot we got to go show off the gators in the lake. That don't actually exist.
Yeah, I was going to say the what?
The alligators, those alligators that are out there.
Catch you later.
So,
Be all mad about wasting texture space on alligators.
oh yeah, okay, there we go. So here we are at Camp Kelenqua. I just want to show off, like, all right, so these are the existing facilities. This is what we've got. I haven't upgraded my storage facility yet. I'm planning on having like I'm planning on having one of my people become munitions so that I can make fire safe storage, but right now I don't have a munitions person, so I'm waiting on that. That's one of the upgrades that I haven't done. But by and large, it comes down to kind of like your community's composition, and it also comes down to whether or not, like which leader type you have. I like sheriff, especially when I'm recruiting new people, because it's the best leader for like getting people trained up and going. But if you're looking for resources, you probably want to have a trader. If you're looking for ammo, you might want to have a warlord. If you're looking for morale, you might want to have a builder. And so like it depends on what you're going for in terms of trying to accomplish. All right, let's go find these lakes so that we can find these zombie gators.
So there's a lot of excitement for the zombie alligators in the chat. Though I mean, I think there are people specifically targeting zombie alligators, and honestly, alligators don't need to be zombies to be scary. They're kind of already alligators.
They're a dinosaur.
They've been around forever. Yeah.
Ray8228 wants to know, when you get a Red Talon facility, is it good forever?
It is.
Yep.
The only way you could lose it is if you legacy your community and you have not disassembled it, right?
Well, I mean, it's possible, like, if your character succumbs to blood plague, which is known to happen, and they are carrying the facility in their backpacks, right? Like, and then you can't find their body, then you might lose it.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, so basically each Red Talon facility has got this prefab item that's required in order to build it. And when you disassemble a Red Talon facility, you get that item back. So as long as you have that item in your supply locker, it's going to move with your community from base to base. And then if you have it in someone's inventory when you win the game, when you legacy, that character will keep it. And if you hold on to that character, they will continue to have that, and they can bring it into the next community that they're a part of. So that's how you can hold on to it long term.
All right.
Yeah, you just got to remember which character you put all the good stuff on.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll actually let you review the inventories of those characters. Not right now, though, so...
Any hint for the next bounty pack? Well, the next bounty pack should be showing up soon. Like, we've set it so that the bounty packs cycle in and out automatically. As of update 23, Geoffrey, was that?
Yeah, I think it might have been 24, but yeah, but we have been doing that for a while. So whatever it says, whatever it says in the bounty UI, that should be accurate to what's coming next.
All right. I don't like losing ammo, so we're gonna do this siege, and the siege is at night, Brant. So it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be great.
I'll shoot you myself.
All right. So I'm using a very loud gun, so you're gonna see me. Oops, I didn't mean to go busting through that door like a magic man. What am I doing? All right. So anyway, all of my folks are loaded out with really big guns, really big auto guns, and so I like to just kind of run up to the top of a watchtower and let the thing happen.
We've
So
got
what was
another
going?
question
What
in
was
the chat
that?
if you're ready for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rower4678 wants to know, why is the water in State of Decay 2 all kiddie pool deep?
Oh,
Well,
that sounds like a Brant answer.
yeah, that's because we didn't have the texture space nor the desire to work with to redo the camera to allow for underwater viewing. So like you could tip the camera underwater. Yeah, it was just a pain to try and get that stuff. I know other games do it really well, but we just never had the resources to dedicate a team to create a camera that was specifically for underwater and do all the flora and fauna stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's a lot of character behaviors and stuff too. Like, what does a zombie look like when they're moving through very deep water? What does a human look like when they're moving through very deep water? A lot of problems that by skipping solving those problems, we gave ourselves time to solve other problems better instead. And so it was sort of a deciding where our resources go, right?
Yeah, there was a big
Oh no!
animation. There would have been a big animation hit
Whoop!
to doing this set.
All right,
I don't think it's over just yet.
come on, Mr. Floater. Woo! I've taken a few shots. They are very loud, so pretty much the entire zombie party is going to be coming to the gate.
Great.
Is that a bloater?
It is now.
Like, we're not done yet.
All right. And so it's a little dark. I apologize for that,
I
folks.
didn't live this long just to lay down and die.
And we're playing in the normal game, so we can't just cheat it to daytime. I'm so sorry. But much like Neil Diamond, I thank the Lord for
Better
the
start
nighttime.
prepping for the next one.
Okay, so my door keeps falling apart. Let's grab some more ammo. Grab some more ammo. Dang it! Cleo ammo's all the way at the bottom. Okay, give it a quick repair, and grab some more grenades just in case we do happen to run into a juggernaut. I don't like messing around with juggernauts. And while the Cleo sharpshooter rifle is super helpful and packs a big punch, you guys saw that it actually when I did hit the barrel, it actually stunned it for a second. And so it's a pretty decent weapon.
I'm not doing so good.
Where are we at?
Hey, I'll believe in you.
Where are you at?
Hang in there.
I can see you on the mini map.
Right here.
Oh, not you. This thing.
Just like that, shut him up.
All right, let's get out of here. We just made noise, and they're coming. But you'll notice it's a little bit, and I'd like to think that like part of why this is a little bit more safe than for other people is because of the fact that I've chosen this outpost up here. This food outpost, depending on what kind of outpost you want, you've got food, ammo, and med, like right here on this corner. And having a outpost in one of these three locations will help make Camp Kelenqua even more safe. It'll keep the gators out of the water. Oop, that
Go on
bloater.
to there.
I saw that bloater gas. I don't want to drive through the bloater gas. And I don't think you want me to drive through the bloater gas.
I need this survivor, so
I'm being extra careful. I'm being extra careful. Alright. So, see, what haven't I explored yet? Oh, hey, look. Oh, man. We had to fight so hard to get that barrel. Alright. Don't do that.
I just fixed this car.
That's why I used the back. Alright. Ram a juggernaut? I'm not gonna ram a juggernaut facing
Not
forward.
Not with this sweet ride.
Yeah. No, this This is a pretty rare. I've hardly ever seen this. But then you can go out and you can. Oh, I didn't go to the trader. But anyway, between traders and we'll get this straightened out.
So,
But between traders and
100 had a
Oh, sorry.
question.
Go ahead.
They said they really like all the fact you could hide in bushes in the first game, and they wondered, why are there so few bushes in this game? Well, part of it is that hiding in bushes mechanic is not a part of State of Decay 2. This is actually very similar to the shallow water question, in that basically because we were making a pretty big ambitious game with a fairly small team relative to what you'd expect from the industry, we had to make a lot of sort of decisions about what to focus our efforts on and what not to. And so we ended up making there were places where we ended up sort of making cuts in order to support more development in other areas. And so that was one area. The whole stealth approach, we kind of scaled it back a little bit from the original State of Decay 1 so that we could put that effort into other things. Oh, hey, my phone is reminding me that we should remind players about our contest and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second.
Whenever you can.
Pushing the button. All right, so let's remind some people about some contest. Type !enter into chat to have a chance to win a Heartland lanyard, pin, and some stickers at the end of the show. And of course, remember that today's the final day that you can get the NAACP shirt. It's only available at the link on the bottom of the page. We've gotten some shares here that are really awesome. We've got a comic book fan, and we super appreciate you wearing the shirt. And we've got Sooner Judd. So we've got somebody from Oklahoma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your purchase and for being part of our community. It means a lot that you support us, and it means a lot that you support the message. So we appreciate that. Okay. Brant, you want to kill a plague heart?
Do I want to?
Uh-huh.
Will I? Two different questions.
Okay, will you?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. All right, so I'm going to grab some C4, which without munitions is hard to craft, but I've made a lot of it over the course of the life of this community somewhere. There it is. Only 958 of them. And let's see.
I'm going to stand right here.
Now this one should be a little bit easier because for those of you who don't know, there's a way to cheese plague hearts in our game. And you just kind of, come here, poke them. You can use close combat. This does no damage. Doesn't do a lot of damage. You can kick them. But all I'm really trying to do at this point is I'm trying to keep the spawn low. But you'll notice, like, this plague heart is calling people out. It's calling out to other zombies, and there are no zombies answering the call. Brant's not having to shoot things or anything like that, and the reason being,
Shit, I'm barely hurting this thing.
oh, come on, Prez, do it. There we go. All right, now you wait for the bloater gas. Now this is supposed to spawn something, but because it's inside of a safe zone, it's not spawning anything, and
Sure didn't like that.
that bothers me.
Sorry about that. There's actually a few different contexts where our safe zones can be a little bit too powerful and prevent things from happening that we actually want to have happen. So we've got some of those bugs, and we're looking into it. But for right now, you can totally use that to cheese.
And a lot of our streamers do this, so I'm not showing anybody anything that they don't already know about. Ow! You never take advantage of that, Sarkoff? Yeah, okay. Fall
So
down,
just
go
so
boom
that-
says, no, don't change it. I won't
Princess
change
Doom says that they stand on top of cars and throw grenades in from the outside.
it.
Just
Yeah.
bought another shirt.
Who bought another shirt?
I bought another shirt. Thank you.
Thank you, Brant. Thank you for your purchase. All right, so. All right, here we go. I'm going to refill my ammo. We're going to go back into that part. Now, plague hearts, obviously, they give you the good loot. We like meds. I like kicking things in the face. I like kneeing them in the face, stabbing them while they're down. I'm not a very kind individual sometimes.
It makes meetings with Joe really interesting at work too.
Yeah, you should see it when Brant's all laid out like that. It's super great.
I used to be pretty.
Used to be.
Low on these.
And then you had your 24th birthday. All right.
And then I had a meeting with Joe.
All right,
Did we
Brant,
do it?
we did it. The heart's already down. And there was almost no fight. Now, let's do a playing heart that isn't in a safe zone.
I'm less happy about this, but okay.
So on
And
the way
that-
there, MD Rick wants to know, and now that you guys are backed by Microsoft, will stuff like dynamic weather and swimming get added into Part 3? So it is really nice to be a first-party studio now, because I think it does mean that we have a little bit more breathing room when it comes to how much time we spend and what the sort of the economic constraints on us are. However, that's not a guarantee of any particular features. We are going to try to use sort of the time and the resources that we're gaining by being by being owned by Microsoft. We're going to try to put that to good use to make the next game be as as exciting and cool and well and sort of well put together as possible. I can't promise you that specific features are going to be the ones that make the cut, though. We're going to have to wait and see.
All right. Now, we're not going to be able to do this one the same way, but I'm going to pop some pills. Oh, I didn't bring... We're not going to be able to do this the same way because I didn't bring the right stuff. All right.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Nope. Don't do drugs. They're bad. Drugs are bad. Okay. All right. So,
Time to reload.
all right. Sharpshooter rifle, pack punch. Jump through the window. Thank you. Now, you can start to reload and then you can run. It helps to have a Brant Fitzgerald covering your butt with flame.
Brant, you always cover my butt with flames.
Whoa!
Oh, jeez. Brant might not be covering anything.
Hey now. The car does in any of the impalers like that insta kill. The upgraded Normas, the Zed Busters, they will insta jib stuff. What do you mean getting low? We're almost out. That's what we're out of. Alright, so hop on in here. And even better, the ferals will just run straight into it, right? Like, they don't know any better. They don't know what they're doing. They're not intelligent zombies. They just want to... Oh, nope, nope, nope.
None of this is good anymore.
Bloater. Probably several of them, by the way.
I'm so
All right.
glad that I'm just watching and not playing.
None of this is good.
It's all good. What are you talking about? What's going to be really rough is the fact that we're on lethal and none of these zombies are going to despawn. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Alright.
Freedom Fighter 577 wants to know, why do zombies immediately investigate their buddy's head getting blown off? Because an exploding head makes noise. Zombies are drawn to noise, and so even if you're far away with a suppressed rifle and you take out a zombie, that exploding head does make a sound. It does attract other zombies. It used to be that actually members of Hordes would always notice each other's deaths, even if you did it in the most silent possible way. And we've fixed that fairly recently, so now you can sneak and stealth your way through a horde. But if you're just sniping from afar, it's entirely possible the zombies will just hear the sound of another zombie's head blowing up.
Oh, and when you're using really loud guns, they're going to notice everything. So, anyway, you got to be careful.
Time to reload.
Nope. Okay, it's reminder time. Hang on a second.
See, I was going to say, Ben was here, showed up, and said, just joined. What have I missed? And so maybe Ben was here in particular. We'll need a reminder screen whenever you've got a second.
Is this reminder 4 or 5, Geoffrey?
I think this might be number 4. Let me see.
So, the advantage of hotkeys is I can just jump this wall, hit my hotkey, and then you can say the words that I wanted to say.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I have to wait until I can see it. I'm on a delay. Here we are. Okay, so type !enter into chat to have a chance to win a Heartland lanyard, a pin, and stickers at the end of the show. The shirt benefiting the NAACP is available until 12 a.m. Pacific time today, meaning midnight, I believe. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity. And it looks like we've actually got several folks who sent in, who tweeted photos of themselves showing up the shirt. It's so great to see, support from people from all over the country, supporting Black History Month and all the stuff that we're doing with the NAACP. So I think I've read the whole thing.
Okay, cool. Hotkeys can take it down then.
Yeah, hotkeys.
All right, and so now you get to see me pop some pills. I'm all out of my other pills. So what I've done here is I have gone around the map. You can see that like I brought in so many zombies that some of them don't even know how to zombie anymore. But I've also sent most of them in this direction of the sound of my really loud gun. Now I get a Willie Pete. I get to replenish some of my supplies. And then we get out of here because I've taken everything that I really want out of this Plague Heart. Brant, it's car time.
I'm trying.
All right, I see you.
There's
I see a bloater pod behind me, so I can't back up. I gotta go the long way around.
No, I'm coming to you.
Okay. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Friends.
Greg Burt says, I'm starting to think there are no alligators.
There are no alligators. I'm sorry. I was kidding. I shouldn't have said that.
Fucking plague zombies.
But like I said at the pre-show, as I'm sitting here and we're talking about, as I knew we were going to be talking about Camp Kelenqua and some of the strategies in like a long-term community here in Meager Valley. I couldn't get the song from like the 50s or 60s or whenever it was out of my head about Camp Granada, right? Only instead of Camp Granada, it was Camp Kelenqua.
Okay, I gotta switch. I'm in real trouble here.
Okay.
Hey, Freedom Fighter 577 has another question. They ask, is there any particular reason why some players are obtaining critical response weapons from Plague Hearts as well as Fallen Enclaves? Yeah, it's because behind the scenes, prior to critical response actually coming back out and returning to the Bounty Broker, we've actually been making some tweaks to it, adding some things to it. But because it's our hugest bounty pack, we also had to remove some things through it to make room for new stuff. So not going to talk about what the new stuff is yet. We'll let that land when it lands. But that's why you're seeing critical response stuff showing up in inventories and loot tables and stuff like that. It's because we pulled out a few items to make room for new ones.
And that means Geoffrey, that there will be new stuff when the critical response pack does return.
Yes.
And
so you can't see it, but I'm rubbing my hands together in evil glee. Excited for when people see the new expanded pack.
All right. I did see something in chat that I want to address. Both from a fiction perspective and just from a gameplay perspective. Somebody was talking about how ferals see you at night, even though you're fully stealth, yada, yada, yada. One, ferals don't hunt by sight. They're actually blind. And so they mostly hunt by sound, which is why the blood plague ferals actually also have the super covering over their eyes and like big plated armor heads. Because they don't need their eyes to see. They kind of just sniff you out like the basilisk in Harry Potter and then murder you in your sleep.
Yeah, they're like the Daredevil of zombies.
Yeah.
The tank comparison to the Xenomorph from Aliens.
There you go.
And since we don't actually have showers in our bases, it's probably pretty easy to smell our survivors.
Yeah, they are stinky. That's true. And that's why you have to have a clean toilet, right?
Exactly.
All right, so let's see. All right, secret weapon stashes. Even on lethal, like you can get good stuff from these. So for those of you who don't already know where they're at, just hop on in here, kick that shopping cart around,
Hey, this is neat.
find your bottle of imported vodka, and then walk away. Because it's lethal, you're not guaranteed to find stuff there, but bathhouse facility win. I'm not sure, Visit, I'm not sure.
Default Switch has a question. They ask, how do we more easily get survivors with no skills? Meaning probably a blank spot in the 5th skill slot.
Let me. We've got an enclave over here. Oh, those are the salvagers, though. We don't want them. Where are we going?
I can answer that question. So right now, the main problem is it's hard to cycle through. Like if you're starting a brand new game, you've got a screen where you can just push a randomize button and randomize until you get exactly the kind of survivor that you're looking for. But when you're in the middle of the game, that's a lot harder. And so one thing we've done to sort of make that a little bit easier recently, in Update 24, we made it possible for you to recruit. If you've got enough influence, you can recruit from basically any non-hostile enclave that isn't embroiled in a storyline, which means that you can much more easily call in a new enclave over the radio, go look at them and see if there's a character there you're interested in, and if you want to, if you've got enough influence, you can recruit them right off the bat. It lets you randomize your potential recruits a lot more quickly, and it gives you more opportunities to try to, keep hitting that random button basically until you get the kind of survivor you're looking for. So that's a strategy you would recommend. At the moment, it's probably the best way to go. But you got to, find good ways to earn a bunch of influence.
To support what Geoffrey was saying, and the reason I came all the way over here, so this person has construction, so that's not going to help me.
What's going on?
Or if I'm doing what you're trying to do, gardening. Not going to help me. So I can come in here and I can learn about Survivor. There's the third one. Where's the third one? Where are you at, third one? Right, third one?
Hey, buddy.
Yes.
I almost missed
Okay,
you.
so I can look at all of these things, but then you'll notice, like here, I can also, if my community wasn't already at maximum size, I could I could directly recruit them. I could threaten them, send them away.
That doesn't send them away.
Yeah, well, I send them away.
Oh, I think we might be getting our not our very last reminder, but maybe our second to last reminder. No, this is our very last reminder before the contest fires off.
Oh, a mysterious wandering trader. Since when do those show up on Mondays?
That came in a new update.
Yes.
We'll show that reminder screen because I think we've only got a couple minutes before Megan's going to fire off the final giveaway and actually pick a winner. So
if you haven't hit yet, put in ! Enter.
All right.
Exactly.
So we'll put this screen up while I wait. It's got Goonie on it, one of our favorites, our mods from Discord. Thank you, Goonie. You're super helpful. We love having you around. Those of you who are not Goonie, press ! Enter to start the giveaway. And then of course we have here Akira McHugh, and I want to talk about that for just a minute. We're gonna head up on top of we're gonna head up this ladder, Brant, while I talk about this, so that we're safe. Ish.
Ish is all you get in Lethal.
Take me off screen too, because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, you're off screen. You are off screen.
All right.
Okay, so ! Enter into chat to have a chance to win the Heartland lanyard pin and stickers at the end of the show. The shirt that benefits the NAACP, for which each shirt, $5, will make its way to the NAACP. We make no profits off this. We're only recouping costs, and all of the profits go to support the NAACP and the work they're doing. But one of the things, one of the pictures that we had that really struck me from Twitter was Akira McHugh here, and let me highlight it so that I can see where I am at. All right, so what I really liked about this statement is it's sort of everything that we want to say, right? Like, so Akira McHugh says, "We are done dying. Hopefully someday such a statement won't be a necessary exclamation born of tragedy or frustration, but rather banal reality taken as a given. # toward brighter days." And that's what this was all about, right? We hear him want him to know that frustration is recognized, and that we will do what we can to support the people who are moving forward. And so I could not express it any better than that. That's what we want. We want a better future, and so and that's what State of Decay 2 is about, right? Build a better future, build a better community, and be part of it. So, anyway, thank you everybody, and especially thank you Akira McHugh. I hope you're watching this, and if you're not watching it right now, I hope you're watching later. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So now we're kind of back to the game. We're waiting for Brant.
So when we explained the recruiting process to Default Switched, their response was, "Well, I need more influence, but thanks, guys." So I don't know what difficulty you play at. If you're playing at lethal, if you're playing at full lethal, we do sort of tamp down your influence earnings. If you want to earn more influence while still playing at harder difficulty, you could lower your community difficulty on the difficulty screen. That would make your influence earnings go way up while everything else stays. And while a lot of other things stay the same. Morale also gets easier. A few other things get easier.
All right.
You in
Nope.
here?
Nope, they're not in here. We would know by now.
By the way, we got some compliments for Goonies pic that he shared that we just put on the last screen.
That picture was absolute fire. So well done, Goonie. That was a well lit photograph. I was absolutely impressed.
He's an insultingly handsome young man too.
And you can play as him in this game. So if you're jealous of his amazing good looks, you can simulate that in State of Decay 2.
All right, so there we go. Now let's go find this mysterious wandering trader, because that's one of the reasons you want in lethal. You're killing zombies isn't necessarily going to give you the influence that you need in order to go to the mysterious wandering trader. You want to be completing missions as much as possible. All of the influence gained. So what Geoffrey was talking about, all of the influence gained is tamped down, except for missions. And so missions still give you like 200 influence per completion.
Feral, help.
You gonna make it over the wall or no? Okay. Oh, this is the whole pack.
Crap.
Get in the van.
Reload.
I keep trying to. Go, 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 go.
We needed that.
All right. Now we just slow down and we watch.
Yeah, don't slow down too much. My door isn't here.
Hey, but you watched all three of those ferals like suicide against the back bumper. Like, we won.
Is this a good time to announce our contest winner, or our giveaway winner?
Absolutely, Geoffrey. Who won?
Blah de blah. So someone named @blah de blah on Twitch has picked up the lanyard, the stickers, the pin, everything. So congratulations, blah de blah.
Congrats.
I feel like I'm like Adam Sandler as a vampire saying your name, but
Blah de blah.
blah de blah de blah.
Excellent.
Geoffrey, I assume because you have 37 children that you have to watch Hotel Transylvania on a somewhat regular basis then.
Well, I remember we did watch it, but actually my children these days have been, most of them are into anime, and the youngest one is entirely into YouTube videos of phones playing their ringtones. So I don't know, it's somewhere between those.
Okay. Well, you're lucky.
All right. Chomsky is here. No, there's just one winner today, Casonia Sweet.
Hey.
Just one winner today. Of course, you're all winners for being here on the stream, so thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
We couldn't do this stuff without you. So, thank you for. Oh, what you doing, Brant?
I was buying stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm
We
apparently
gotta-
running zombies over with a car now.
We've had a couple different questions about the pre-order packs. That when the game first released, we had a bunch of retailer-specific pre-order packs. that some people really sort of like to track down and collect. There have been times where we give them away as giveaway prizes on the stream, things like that. Somebody, J-Dog, was asking, does that pack DLC code still work? Do the packs still work? Yeah, they do. They're still, all the codes that we generated for them are still real. They still, unlock stuff. A lot of folks have suggested, that maybe we should find some other way to deliver those to players now that we're long past the release date of the original game. And yeah, we've heard that. We're people ask us that a lot, and so we got to figure out the right way to approach it. We haven't quite figured that out yet, but we definitely know that there's a desire for it out there.
All right, let's head back to base where we can wrap up our thoughts on Camp Kelenqua.
Oh, that was my very last reminder. I think that reminder is just for the fact that the stream's almost over.
Okay, so the stream is almost over. We'll just try to get back to Camp Kelenqua and we'll wrap this thing up. We are at 3:56 p.m. according to my clock, which means that we're probably at like 3:58. But just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's made the purchase. #Toward Brighter Days. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. There's still a few hours left. If you haven't purchased one and you were thinking about it, please go ahead and purchase one. The money goes to a good cause, and one that we support, both in mind and obviously materials. So,
and hopefully this is the first of a long, wonderful relationship with the NAACP.
All right, we need to refuel, Brant, before we get much further. Which is bad because I'm out of gas. I hope you have a gas can.
Give me a second.
Okay.
We did get a comment from J-Dog saying, this is my favorite game. Thank you all for your guys' hard work on this series. Which, that might be the last question we take because, it's self-aggrandizing to read it, and that makes me feel good. Thank you, J-Dog. Everybody who says nice things to us, it really sort of makes our day after, putting a lot of work and effort into building this game. We love it when we find people who really sort of get what we were going for and who wanted a game like this.
All right.
I'm not finding any gasoline, Joe.
It's all right. We're not far from an outpost. We might be able to get there.
All right.
Ready.
I'm coming.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
But
So
Batissimo
guess what,
said
guys?
there's 2 winners.
We've got an upset. So because blah de blah actually left the chat, we re-rolled it, and guess what? Casonia Sweet just picked it up.
Wait.
Congratulations.
You got the prize.
That is pretty awesome. All right, Brant, let's go up this. I'll rescue that car later. Let's go up this ladder, and then we'll say goodbye to the people. Will there be an awkward pause at the end of the stream? Well, I mean, beyond the awkward pauses I've already put into it, there most certainly will be an awkward pause at the end of the stream. All right, folks.
It's the thing you can count on with us.
Yes, you can always count on awkward. We love it, and we love you. So anyway, it's been great. Again, please go out there one last time. We'll show off Goonie. This is super awesome. And I really appreciate the message from Akira McHugh back here. So just again, thank you so much for having been here, and thank you so much for all of the stuff that you've done for us and with us. So Brant, would you like to say anything to the people as we sign off?
Yes, as usual. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day. We couldn't do this without you guys. Your continued support. Thanks for being the most awesome community in all of gaming. We love you.
And
Geoffrey's disembodied head. Well,
I can't really do any better than Brant. He's the best at thanking our community, so I'll just leave it at that. And I love you all too.
All right, and with that, folks, it is time for the outro. Oh God, are we going to be able to get this? We're going to be able to make this super awkward? I don't know.
I mean, I think you already have. It's a problem that solves itself.
Oh. Crap.